people on YouTube aren't going to see that beginning stream. It'll just start right now. Okay, I think we're good now. But yeah, my internet's having upload speed issues right now, so I had to lower the bitrate. So, might be a kind of a weird stream because it's, you know, I'm having a lot of health issues, but so to basically explain what's happened, for those that, you know, don't know, you know, this last year or so I've been having, you know, real difficulty sleeping. And that's because I pretty much constantly, throughout my whole life, I'm always having to deal with allergy problems. And they've just been really bad this last year and a half or so. And it's been really messing with my sleep. But I've changed something in how I deal with, like, my symptoms. That these last 2 days, for the first time in, like, the last almost 2 years, I've slept well, right? The problem with that is that it's kind of shifted the way I'm dealing with my symptoms, and it, basically I'm using a humidifier combined with medicine and other things, and I'm not getting as much, like, build up in my face, and it's not, like, so it's not, like, interrupting me, making me wake up, but it's all going into my esophagus now, you know, so, it's kind of nasty, and yeah, I can't talk. But hopefully, this, like I said, it's been a really bad spell with my allergies. I'm hoping it gets better soon, so it's not a big of a deal in the first place. But yeah, I slept. Yeah, the music is loud. Hold on. I slept well for the first time in like almost 2 years. This is incredible. But yeah, just dealing with the my symptoms is a lot harder right now. To like get myself presentable for stream and stuff is a lot harder. So. But hopefully it gets better soon. Anyway, as for FGO, did y'all hear that the Fate Grand Order, like, dancing in the waltz, is collabing with the popular mobile game Fate Grand Order? Fucking just stupid as shit. Like, FGO already has dumb collabs, right? They're not really collabs. They really never have been. But at least they were full, like, dedicated Type Moon works, opposed to them. I'm not exaggerating. They're collabing with themselves. Hey Finn, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, so there's two camps right now that I see. You have the people that are upset, and then you have the people acting like there's no reason to be upset. Right? I think both of these camps are wrong. And, you know, there's some nuance here. It's not like this event is the worst thing ever. If it was a regular event, I would actually say it might even be good. The problem is that they only do one major collab a year, and it's normally like a pretty big time, and it's, you know, it adds stuff people are really excited for. Where the slot is being taken by this. This should just be a regular event. This shouldn't be like their big once a year collab thing. You know, they could have collabed with Prototype, they could have collabed with Fate Hollow, they could have collabed with Tsukihime, although, you know, that they clearly don't want to do that right now. Excuse me, blowing my nose, very professional. Anyway, but yeah, they're collabing with themselves. It's just dumb, like, and they're just, it's not a collab, right? They should have just said, guys, we're not ready to do a collab this year. They don't want to do Prototype yet. We're gonna wait for Tsukihime to be out. So we're just not doing a collab right now. That's better than trying to act like this is a collab, right? It's not a collab. This is just PR bullshit, right? No one likes to be lied to, right? Nobody likes the PR nonsense. If you just say, yo, Tsukihime, we're gonna wait until it's out. Nasu's not ready to do anything with Prototype. I don't really have an excuse for Fate Hollow, but, you know, something. But yeah, it's like, this is such a stupid thing. Anyway, yeah, they're gonna add 12 costumes. Yeah, hopefully they're not low effort, we'll just see. They're probably all gonna be waifus, so probably no costume for the dudes, we'll see. But gameplay-wise, we know nothing about the event yet, so we'll just have to see how that goes. And the welfare is MHX Alter, but now she has a microphone for some fucking reason, so that's a thing. That's kind of why everyone's disappointed. How are you supposed to get excited about that? Right, all the other welfares from collab events are like a thing that wasn't in the game, and it's like a thing, right? And if they had collabed with Fate Hollow, we could have gotten like Bazette. How are we supposed to get excited about another Artoria? And you know, she's not even a unique one, right? It's just MHXA. She's literally the same, except now she has a microphone, and apparently that's worthy of being a foreigner class. Anyway, kind of dumb, but you know, if the gameplay's good, I'll be happy. But so how I see it though, that DW's been really disappointing lately. This event is not really the reason why. It's just, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. Why everyone always reacts to this stuff so badly. FGO has just done a very poor job, in my opinion, on adapting and keeping things fresh, right? They've been copy-pasting the same formula for like, you know, 5 years now, and it's just kind of, it's like, Jesus, can we keep up with the times here? You know, a lot of the other games are doing that, and FGO's not, and it's just kind of disappointing. And then when they do these like PR disasters, you know, this tone-deaf nonsense on stream, it doesn't generally go over that well, right? Okay, let's get going here. See if Miffy... No, you know, let's solo with Asclepius, because again, we won't get much use out of him in this event otherwise, so if he can get a floor done, great. Pretty behind on this account, because the last few days I haven't been able to play it, really, so gotta catch up a bit here. Apparently, though, well, not apparently, I know for a fact 'cause I've done it, you unlock the challenge quest in this event after beating floor 100, which is kind of weird, because the event doesn't end. You get the grail at floor 100, and all that, and you unlock the challenge quest, but then there's another 100 floors. But I guess they kind of see them as not canon, bonus, whatever stuff. Yeah, hold on, let me adjust the volume. Sorry, it's hard for me to keep up with everything, you know, I'm not feeling amazing, but it's weird. And on the one hand, I actually feel better than I have in ages, because I've actually slept well twice in a row. So like my head feels better than it has in like so long, but the rest of me feels worse by a lot, so kind of a weird situation I'm in. I wouldn't say 12 costumes is great until we actually see the costumes, because, you know, they could be very low quality or they could be high quality, they could, you know, have variety or no variety. We'll just have to see. I kind of feel like the 12 costume thing is just going to like really pander to a specific part of the audience and ignore the rest of the audience. Because I think it's just going to be all waifus, and everyone's going to act like, oh, this is the best, what are you all complaining about? And, but of course a lot of people are going to complain, because a lot of people aren't going to care about costumes for a bunch of waifus. Especially if they do nothing else, right? Now, you know, the jury's still out. Maybe they do a lot of other stuff. Maybe there's great gameplay, good bosses, and, you know, maybe even a quality of life update. Maybe am I going crazy, chat? But like, maybe there's a quality of life update, right? So there's plenty of reasons that this event could still be good. It's just, it shouldn't have been a collab event. It's not a collab event, right? It's stupid. If this was just a event, it'd be fine, right? It's just the fact, it's a PR disaster acting like it's a collab event. Yeah, watch her not get an animation update. So from what I understand, there are 15 costumes in the Waltz game, and they're adding 12. So that means if they're all from the Waltz game, which they may not be, some of them may just be original stuff. But if they all are from the Waltz game, that means 3 of the ones not in the Waltz game, or 3 of the ones in the Waltz game won't be added, which feels bad for those 3. And that would mean that there's no male ones, and, you know, then we kind of already know who's getting what. The question is, if they take all of the costumes from the Waltz game and put them in FGO, is Jolter one of the 3 that gets left out because they don't want to do an animation update yet? Or are they going to make Jolter a big part of this event and give her a rate up and all this nonsense and then bother to give her an animation update? I hope they don't just copy paste the costumes from the game. I hope they like maybe take a few of them that are popular and they make some kind of inspired by it and stick to the theme, But I think they should mix it up. I mean, if you had 12 costumes and all 12 are just for the female characters, I mean, that's pretty fucking lame. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're not like a fan of the male characters. It's easy to see why that's fucking lame. So I hope they don't do that. Now, I would hope Baba's got nothing to do with any of this. I mean, we don't know the internal workings of DW, but as far as I'm aware, he's only in charge of their other game. And his only impact on FGO has been taking staff off of FGO to work on the other game. So as far as I'm aware, he is... Now, we don't know. We have no idea what the internal workings of DW is like. Maybe the head developer at DW is best friends with Baba and they're talking in the coffee room and, you know, who knows? And we have no fucking idea. I don't really get why they didn't just collab with Fate Hollow, though. That seems like if... Because I feel like how they see it is they were trapped and this was their, like, best thing they could do. Right, because they're like, okay, they don't want to do Tsukihime until the actual visual novel is out. And I'm guessing Nasu just doesn't want to do some with prototype yet, and they're holding that off. But then you could have still collabed with, like, Blue Fragments. There's literally no reason you couldn't collab with Blue Fragments. Because it's done. It's finished. Just like, I mean, it's completely finished. It's a book, start, middle, and end. It's all there, right? And I guess they're like, oh, but most of the characters are already in the game. That's probably why. They're like, oh, if most of the characters are already in the game, we can't collab with that. And that's probably how they feel about Fate Hollow. But I don't think that's really accurate. They could have still done Fate Hollow. Even though a lot of the characters are already in the game, some of them aren't, and like Bazette is very, very, very popular. That would be a huge selling point. You could put in the Hassan from the past war that was in it and things like that. Like, sure, you're not going to be able to add as many characters as they added in some of the other collabs, but that's okay. If you add just, you know, one or if you just add 2 or something, that's totally fine. And then you could make an alternate class for somebody or add a costume for somebody. It'd be no problem. Like, no one would have minded Fate Hollow. I think that'd have been a reasonable thing to do. They're not going to do Fate Strange Fake until it's done. Like, they literally can't. That's what the writer has said. So, you know, they're kind of barred off from Fate Strange Fake. They're barred off from Tsukihime. I think they think there's just not enough to do with Fate Prototype Blue Fragments to make it a collab because they already added most of the characters into the game. I don't know about that. I think they could have done something, and they definitely could do Fate Hollow. But, I don't know, man, it is what it is, and I think, I mean, it's pretty obvious. They felt like there was nothing that they could actually collab with. And if that's the case, which I don't agree, but if that's the case, they should have just been like, okay, guys, we're not doing a collab this year. Right, but here's an event we're doing, right, and we'll do some stuff, and that'd have been fine. Or they just done this at a different part in the year, right, and then still collab with Fate Hollow or whatever. I don't think there'd be any problem. Like, no problem at all. Like, who cares? I mean, this is a more substantial... Every time they've done a bunch of stuff with the Waltz game anyway, and it's always just throwaway CE garbage, right? This is a more substantial event, so that's fine. It's just, again, I just do not see the reason to make it a quote-unquote collab event. And we might lose this. I should have actually evaded next turn. Well, let me just make sure I kill this guy. But the reason I should have evaded next turn... Well, I don't know, maybe the middle guy won't hit as hard. He's a gold enemy with more health, but he, is lower levels, I don't know. Imagine being a Phantom of the Opera fan. It's a rough time. Can't get a W, man. Oh yeah, and Redline's a thing. That's another one. There's also Fate Labyrinth, but I don't think they would collab with that because it's a short book. I mean, it's not super short, but it's not super long either, so I don't think they would collab with that. And Asterios is already in the game. Asterios is like the let's see, I think the only new thing that was in Labyrinth, right? Because it was Curse Arm, Medea, Robin, Artoria. He's a new master. I guess we could have done the villain. but there's no way he'd be popular enough. Man, we are right on the edge of dying here. Thank you, healing. Although I guess they could have done Fate Labyrinth with an updated Asterios. That would be nice. Oh yeah, there's Extella. Wait, why didn't they do Extella? What the fuck? Why didn't they do Extella? Yeah, because they got, yeah, oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, they got Archimedes, Charlemagne, other Charlemagne. What the fuck? Why didn't they just do that? That's like the easiest filler collab ever. If you're like feeling like you're trapped between a rock and a hard place, and you don't have anything to collab with yet, and you need time for Fate Strange Fake and everything, why didn't they just do Extella? Jesus Christ, why didn't they just do Extella? See, I forget about the extra universe all the time because I don't really like it. But yeah, that's a thing. And there's a lot of characters from that aren't in FGO. What the fuck? Why didn't they do that? And they could have made Archimedes. I'm awake now. They could have made Archimedes, you know, the bad guy, right? And I would have justified putting him in. God damn, dude. That is weird. So here's what they should have done. They should have collabed with Fate Extella, and that gets people interested in the extra side of things for the remake coming up. And then they should have done this waltz thing literally any other time, right? If you want to make it a major event with like a map and a stream and a new unit and all, that's fine. You can do that, but just don't do it for the collab, right? And they could have done it sooner or later, or just, you know, whenever they can fit it in. And then that would have been like that would have avoided the PR disaster. Yeah, there's still a lot from the Extraverse they haven't done, because there's other Sakura faces and various other servants that have been in it and stuff, so yeah. And you know, regularly, that's a thing. But my big thing for FGO, you know, this is a PR blip, but, you know, it's not the problem. The problem is just their overall attitude towards how they develop the game, and like how little new content there is, and how behind the times they are, and how there is no safety net, and there's, you know, never any, you know, real new game modes. There's no permanent replayability. There's no story replay. There's no boss rush mode. There's no challenge tower. Like, these are the things that really bug me in FGO, right? There's a lot of things that I like in FGO, but the fact that there's such a dinosaur with how they deal with things is very frustrating, right? The reason I criticize it is because I care, but also because they do so much worse than everybody else. You know, I don't criticize, you know, Genshin as much because Genshin doesn't drop the ball constantly. Their development practice isn't like stupid as fuck. And you know, you've got, you know, games like Hades and Risk of Rain and all that stuff. Those games are so not tone deaf, right? Those games really pay attention to their community and know how to mix that with their own, you know, artistic vision, and they make updates that aren't just, you know, fluff. You know, FGO is constantly doing things like the fucking mailbox animation update and the support list, you know, improvement. I have air quotes everywhere here in on the improvement part, right? Like, they always do stupid shit like that instead of, you know, and they add the tuna can fucking button, which is, these are nothing. You know, all these other games are over there adding real things and real game modes and real improvements, and FGO is just like tuna can, mailbox update, collabing with myself, copy pasting the same formula over and over and over and over again. Of course I'm going to complain about that because I like FGO and I want it to do well. I want it to bring out new game modes. I want to have like a challenge tower. I want to have like a boss rush mode. I want to have story replay. You know, I don't think these are asking for too much, right? They're not at all. And like a goddamn safety net. And I'll say this, the lack of a safety net I definitely think is Aniplex is doing, but it doesn't. The product is what it is, right? And it's worthy of criticism that they do not have a safety net, especially this many years in. Yeah, I know the Soccer Wars doesn't either, so it's not great. But the thing is, I think they learned that from Aniplex. I mean, it's like Type Moon wanted to do the free 5-star, Aniplex didn't. So that kind of tells you where the attitude is coming from. You know, Anaplex's other games to be published, they don't allow emulators and stuff for those games either, right? Like that whole mindset, that old, you know, dinosaur mindset definitely seems to be coming from Aniplex, and DW is kind of born from Aniplex. You know, they were hired. They're one of their, like, they were a nothing company until Aniplex hired them. You know, they were total nobodies. I don't know if I need. Maybe I should have done triple quick here. Unregistered Spirit Origin, yeah, that's a good time. But yeah, some of it's also just Japan, you know, their views on piracy and all these other things. They're just so out of the... They're very disconnected from the modern gamer or whatever, right? They're very out of the loop. Like you know, most Japanese fighting games, you know, are all like against frame data. They try to act like it doesn't exist, right? And they try to keep it from the community and stuff like that. Like they're just, you know, and their views on piracy are just so ridiculous, right? They're nonsense. Okay, let's see how many stars we can make here. So this event on my main account, after floor 100, I'd really like floor 100 itself is very fun, and then all the bonus floors are much harder, and they're a lot more fun. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with them, and even when I'm just clearing like the trash ones, like the non-boss waves, it rewards like using your brain, because they're a bit harder, and a lot of times you need 2 MPs and stuff. So if you're trying to progress quickly on like a developed account, you can, like, I don't have 2 MLB K-scopes, right? I only got 1. So what I do is I put the MLB K-scope on one AoE, and then I put like a regular K-scope or Sakura CE on another AoE. But that one I always make someone with a battery skill so they can go boom boom. And then I make the third unit like someone to just get bond with the bond bonus CE or whatever. And I'm able to get through the waves because I'm a very prepared account on my main. I've been playing for a long time. I can really breeze through the filler floors and then mess around on the boss floors, and then you get the bonus stages are getting pretty wacky. There's like Hassans that summon other Hassans, so if you don't kill all of them, they just keep resummoning themselves. And, like there's some fun stuff. So I'm liking it. And I liked. Anyone else here done the challenge quest yet? Because I thought the challenge quest was really fun. I liked it a lot. And it was decently flexible in the ways you could approach it. And you did not need the event CE, and if you do need an event CE, the 3-star one was absolutely good enough, so. But yeah, I thought the challenge quest was pretty good. It made you like plan, right? You needed to really plan, and like take a second to think, okay, I need to have this to deal with this, and then this to deal with that, and so that was pretty fun. Honestly, that's an area where I'll definitely compliment FGO. Their challenge, whoever is in charge of their challenge quests, man, I mean, hats off to them. They're doing great work. Like, they do really good stuff. They find a very good mix of like introducing new challenge quests that are fresh and original, but then occasionally bringing back old concepts and just kind of repackaging them so you can like, oh yeah, I remember these kind of fights. These are fun to do again, right? They do great. That's actually why I'm so annoyed with the way that they handle this game, because I think whoever is in charge of like these boss fights and stuff could make such an awesome challenge tower, right? And if that was replayable, that would be so good for the game. Like, it's so awesome if we could do that, right? Because honestly, I think it's a crime. Like, I can't be the only one that feels this way. Sometimes I go back and I watch my old videos, and I'm like, man, that challenge quest was really clever. Like, oh, that's really fun, right? And I'm like, but you can't play it again. Like, what a waste that someone takes the time to put this stuff together, and sometimes they do these really funny lore nods and things like that, like mixed in with the gameplay. But you know, it'd be nice for you to go back and see that again, right? But the fact that it's, you know, just lost to time, it's like, why though? I don't understand. Like, they seem so afraid of adding content that's there for fun, like replayable content that you can just do because you want to. They're like petrified of that. I don't know why. but they never do it. The first time they ever did it was Kiara. The replayable Kiara is the only bit of optional like content like that you can replay legitimately. And it's like, at least they did that. At least they did that. But and they've never done it again since. So I don't remember what this floor was. What are we on? Let's see. We're at. Is this 90? Are we on floor 90? I think we are on floor 90. Wow, we're actually. That's not bad then. Yeah, some of these bonus stages here, they get pretty wild. You know, that would be awesome if we could refight Kama whenever we wanted. That would be awesome. That's a good boss fight. If that was replayable, I'd be very happy because that one is that is a much better module difficulty than Kiara does, like by a lot. Like, I honestly think the module difficulty on Kiara is garbage, and like when she has all of her buffs, and never mind her giant form, when she has all of her buffs, that like you have to stall, you have to use a very specific kind of setup. It's not fun, it's tedious, it's long, it's boring. And then her giant version is also just a very specific way you have to fight it. It's not even hard, it's such a strong arm, you have to handle it in a certain kind of way. It's not interesting, and it's absolutely not interesting. And then when she doesn't have all of her buffs, it's maybe a little too easy, right? Where Kama is done so much better because, like, first off, her base form, right, if you have no gauge, is still decent. It's a very reasonable thing to solo as well. It can be a nice fun thing to solo. And then if you have, like, partially filled gauge, which is now pretty hard. The partially filled gauge of Kama is pretty hard. But it's still totally reasonable. Right, and it can be done in many different ways. It can be done in a team or in solo, right? And there's different types of teams that can do it. And then you have like almost filled gauge, which now it's starting to get a little out of hand, right? But this is already to the point where it's pretty optional content at this point. The almost full gauge is kind of nonsense, but certainly doable. And then 100% gauge is pretty dumb, right? And that's like Kiara, where you have to use a pretty specific style of setup. It's very whaley, and it's not that interesting at that point, right? But that's fine, because you have all those other versions. So I think Kama is a really good boss, like, overall. And, yeah, if they make that a permanent boss fight, I'd be happy with that. What would be super awesome is if they'd make that permanent and also give us the challenge quest. They won't. They won't. They're always like that. But, they'll probably just do Kama, and you probably won't even get to do the challenge quest in the main interlude. But the challenge quest in, the Kama event is great. Like, it's a little hard, I will say. Like, the stat line, that they're asking for is pretty extreme, but maybe a little overtuned. But overall, I think it was still a really fun one. And yeah, if we could replay that one anytime, I'd be very happy. Great place if you wanted to test a team setup for an AoE unit. That's an awesome stage for it, and you could do budget and not budget. Like, you could do both, because it's totally beatable if you try to test out a new AoE unit and use its budget support, so you can make it work. You can make it work there. So that, yeah, I wish we had that challenge quest. There's a lot of challenge quests like that, though, that I'm like, man, I wish we could do that. I have no idea what this stage is. I know what the floor 100 one was. What the fuck was this? What are we going blind with? I guess we'll go in blind with our summoned unit. It'll have to follow the restrictions as well. Let me slot something here. Let's go... Oh, fuck it. Let's go Protoku. I almost said Baldy, but I'm not that crazy. Okay, 3 stars CE. Go with that. Alright. But yeah, it's hard to live down the FGO collabing with FGO. Like, I mean, come on. Oh, look, Baldy, but not non-grailed, so. Stage builder mode, that'd be cool. It's a Mario Maker in here. Let you, again, you can make it purely for sharing with your friends, just for fun. Like, why not? Guess we use our taunt walls. Alright, off we go. I tell you, man, if I can get my allergies under control, I'm gonna be happy. Being able to sleep again has been quite the experience. But, I mean, I had to deal with my allergies 24/7 all the time. Like, it never goes away, but, you know, it has spikes where it can get really bad, and this year has just been a shit show. If anything, I don't think they'd want to do a stage maker because then they feel like people wouldn't want to do, you know, challenge quests anymore. But I'm going to tell you right now, the community would make some gems of content occasionally, but the average user-made content would be so bad. It would either be like ludicrously too hard in a way that, and not even in a fun way, but just like it'd be Mario Maker, right? The majority of Mario Maker stages are uninspired and bad and like made by a child, or they're just bullshit. But then every once in a while you see something really, really well made, right? But even then, it's not like Mario Maker didn't stop Nintendo from being able to make their own games that are still amazing, right? So same deal. It's like it should only be seen as a threat to you if you suck. There's a saber here. Can't say I care for that. I'm hopeful for anything for the costumes. It's just if they give animation updates to literally anyone that needs them. So I guess we'll find out. We haven't had an animation update for a little while, so maybe they've been kind of focusing on this and they got a few animation updates coming with it. That'd be cool. I mean, who doesn't enjoy animation updates, man? Like, even when it's for a unit I don't like, I'm happy because it's something that like people deserve, right? It's like community. Someone likes everyone, right? Fuck, I didn't kill that guy. That's super bad. But there's a fan of every character, right? And so, you know, it sucks me that characters like Blood Axe just sitting there in like this terrible state. God damn it, dude. If I'd killed that Berserker, this wouldn't have been so bad. 3-star CE, by the way. Oh, yeah, poor Okita. Guess I NP this guy. Well, they haven't announced the 5-star yet. They only announced the welfare. Yeah, I would have been very happy if we'd gotten that there. Wow, almost got him. I'd be okay with a 5-star Blackbeard. Give me like a Avenger Blackbeard. Let's go. We don't know who the other ones are. They said they're going to show it once a week, which that scares me because that makes me think the event's not going to be for like a, okay, there's no way we're doing. Why was this stage even question mark? It's just like, what the fuck? Proto-Coup don't got that. Regular Coup might have that, but yeah, Proto-Coup, no. Also, if regular Coup is going to do it, he'd need to be Grailed and not using a 3-star craft essence, so. Let's see, what do we want to try? I'm thinking David or Robin. Let's try David. Okay, I gotta give him a 3-star CE. I'm thinking he's not gonna need starting NP. Do I give him Black Key? My Blue Key's not leveled much on my main account. I could use my own David and have a higher level CE. Cause man, fuck. Yeah, I forgot my main account hasn't. None of my 3-star CEs are that high of level. There's Ryoto Temple. I'll do red black key. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. I guess Atlas is fine. MASH has so many costumes now. I'm surprised they didn't just give her the dress, but I guess that the sprite work on that would have been hard. Game. The music knew. A little late, but it knew. God damn it, George. Did anyone else notice in the challenge quiz video I just posted that 100 Face, Ku, and David is a disgusting combo? That the only reason any of them even died was just because the stage gimmicks at the end were very anti-them. But like, that is a disgusting as fuck combo. Because 100 Face has a very short cooldown evade, 5 turns, it's shorter than normal. And it's a full evade, and then a very big heal on also short cooldown. Those two things play off of each other and allow her to live a lot longer than most units. And then if you're getting support from David and the Mystic Code, then it's like, you can basically live forever. And then you have Ku, who just lives forever on his own, and if you have a weird turn, you still have David. And then David, you know, got the evade for not just himself, but the team, and then also the big defense up and heal on a very short cooldown as well. So it's like, the three of them combined is just like you have no class synergy, but yeah, there's really no way for them to die unless, you know, unless they get counterclassed or there's some kind of stage gimmick or the boss just hits crazy hard. I don't see Sanson getting any love anytime soon. I really am getting tired of them adding Artorias though. Like, wow, I love all these turns that have gone by. Okay, I need to redo this. We might still win, but that's terrible. I need to cast Evade at the start, I think. But it's just, there's way too many. Like, it's such an unhyped thing to do at this point. I don't mind them putting it in at the side or something, but like, you make it a welfare and then like the focus of an event. I mean, come on, like, that was like the least hyped thing ever. Mordred is probably never getting any of her suits. It's funny, there's like 9 costumes now of like Mordred in different suits, but I don't think she's ever going to get any of them because she already got a costume, and that's about all she's ever going to get, I feel, so. Better opening. We just need suits for everybody. Like David in a suit. Give a David animation update, give David a suit. This could be good. And now David lives. I mean, George lives, excuse me. Maybe we get at least one guy costume in this event. Oh good, yeah, sure hit. That's actually, although he's an archer. Like, I want to not kill him. I'm worried that if I kill him, I won't be able to, kill Leonidas. The thing is, if I don't kill one of them, I'm going to take damage after Leonidas dies. So it's kind of a lose-lose no matter what. Golem at first. Wow. I don't want to use the heal because I might get bapped here. Please hit Leonidas. No. No. Yeah, just hit Leonidas there. We'd be in good shape. like the ads are gonna. And I could have my NP right now if I had like access to my deck. I would have had my NP. Now I'm just gonna overcharge. How? I need to cast my evade, but it'll go to Leonidas, so I can't. Some things never change, man.
巨人かな。じゃあやろうか。気楽に気楽に。そう。
I'm not doing the Nero one because I don't want to heal Leonidas.
君には改心する権利がある。では仕方ない。試しアバニム。
I wonder if they'll buff anyone with this event. I hope they do. I mean, like I said, they could totally salvage this event, so it's a good event. I think it's always going to be a PR, disaster to make it a collab, but if we get some animation updates, some buffs, some good gameplay, wow. Can you imagine if David had died before the Leonidas? Fucking turn 8. God damn, dude. Couple of crit buffs there.
気楽に気楽に。そうだね。休むかい？いい判断だ。
Wow.
よいしょ。
Good thing I got the big defense buff. I can get rid of the attack buff, that's something.
そうだね。
I don't think I should attack her though. I think I'll kill her on my NP turn, so I think I do this. No, I want to get rid of that attack buff. It is kind of a waste of my NP, but... Or she could just keep not attacking. Fine with me.
巨人かな。じゃあやろうか。気楽。
We would have been fine though. We had our giant defense up and we're counterclassing.
君には改心する権利がある。では仕方ない。試しアバニム。これはどうかな。
These guys are gonna be the problem. I'm gonna hit this one because I can get rid of the attack buff, so something good. Maybe it'll take less damage next turn, essentially. Okay, we're looking good. You should kill here. Yeah, I've got David's first skill at rank 10. It's really nice at rank 10 because it's a bigger heal, nice big defense buff, and then lower cooldown, so you use it more often, and each time you use it, it's stronger, so pretty worthwhile. Alright, I'd say he did pretty well there. I think if Nero Bride had actually attacked, and we would have been lower on health there. We'd probably be down to like 3k or something. But with 6k extra, I think we had that. Okay, almost to floor 100, and that's when you get the Grail. They give you a Bond Grail and they give you a regular Grail. Quite nice.
いい角度でのみが入りました。
Hey, look, a CE we can't use. Alright, that's floor 100 right there. That's gonna be interesting. I think we'll be alright though. We won't do the dot strategy. That's not how you're supposed to do that anyway. You're supposed to just stall until her shields go down. I like this event quite a bit. I don't like the beginning of it. The beginning is just way too boring. Like, the beginning of this event is so fucking boring. But it gets pretty spicy as it goes. And it's what I suggest people to do that find it tedious, especially at the beginning, is just don't min-max soloing. Bring 3 units at a time. Bring 3 actual units at a time. Make a little team. Every floor, make a little team. And I do that a lot in my main, and it's fun. It's like, okay, we'll have Shakespeare be the support, and this person be the damage, and, you know, you get to use a lot of, like, fun synergies that you don't normally use. And it makes each floor feel really different, and it also not take, you know, too long. So yeah, bring a support and a DPS every floor. You know, and if you run out of units faster because of that, like, if you... To min-max not running out of units, you know, you need to solo, but it doesn't matter. If you're not going to play until you run out of units anyway, just bring 3 units at a time. And then make, like, I really enjoy doing that, where I just make, like, a mini team every time. I can't do that on this account, though, because this account is, you know, limited as fuck and it's, like, no units, but, yeah, I do stuff like that on my main summon. It's pretty fun. And then once you get to, like, the boss fights are pretty legit. But yeah, free Grail, so... And, like, Jesus, the bonus floors are wild as hell. Like, the early ones aren't, but the later ones definitely are. Alright, do I have any filler sabers? I wish I could bring golds. I have so many gold fodders I could just slap in there. Make my life so much easier. But we've come this far with not doing it, so... Yeah, I have enough people that I want to use that I don't mind mixing it up. Because, I mean, my main account... You know, let me show this real fast. I gotta show off for a second here, but I got my phone hooked up so I can get my phone on screen really quickly here. Because, and you know, I love the harder content, and these events have that, so, although they're normally buried under mountains of bullshit, so... Just boot up Samsung decks here. Okay, this is not going to be a perfect overlay because I can't be bothered to, like, do what I normally do because I'm just going to switch back, so this is going to look a little weird, but there we go. So you can see the other one behind it because it's, like, layered. I'm not going to, like, adjust the screen, and, like, normally I have, like, a preset for it to go to that window, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing, like, screen capture, so... But, like, so I have the opposite problem. You know, I've been playing for so long now. Although I would say I'm neutral, or I dislike more units in FGO than I like. But there's a lot of units that I like, and I've been playing so long. They're all, you know, I have so many units, like, maxed out. And just, like, low rarity stuff. You know, I don't have much reason to use Geronimo normally, or to use Shakespeare, or to use Black Bart. Like, seriously, Black Bart, he's awesome, right? But now I can be like, okay, Black Bart's the DPS because it's a caster stage. You know, I'll use whoever for the support, maybe Hans or whatever, and then maybe a filler unit or another DPS, and that's like a little... normally I would have, like, no reason to use Black Bart, right? Oh yeah, I guess the game is really loud right now. But, yeah, like, I can do Jason. You're fighting a Lancer stage, I can use Jason, I can then use Mozart, right? And then every once in a while I can go really ham with my, you know, really big supports like Waver or Scatty and whatnot, and Ku. And then you put those in your cooldown reduction, so you still get to, you can use them more faster than the other stuff, right? They come back a lot quicker when they're in the cooldown thing. Especially if you match the type, right? If for those that don't know, when you go to the cooldown reduction thing, if they have like yellow text underneath them, they get a bonus cooldown reduction, and then they come back quite quickly. But yeah, I mean, Jesus, I have Mordred, Arthur, Siegfried. That's just AoE Saber right there, right? Then I also like Jason, right? We got Gwaine, right? I have so many, just for AoE Saber, I have so many that normally I couldn't use them all at once anyway. So this event gives me an excuse to use a lot of the characters and do little setups for them that I normally wouldn't do. And then you can also sometimes, you know, have them against the boss, you know, the floor 10 bosses, and those are, you know, more meaningful, so you have to try a little harder, right? So yeah, I really enjoy them because of that, because I actually get a reason to use all of this stuff, right? And I can still generally avoid the stuff I don't like, or use the stuff I don't like as like, you know, filler or as a taunt wall or whatever. All right, let me kill the Dex here. But yeah, this account is the other way around, where we have so few units I have to be very minimalist about what I'm doing, otherwise I'm screwed. I like how this one has the danger tag. Like this one doesn't. This one's the boss. That's funny. Like we have a little dog that's like the dominant in like a pack or whatever, like a bunch of dogs, right? And the small one is like the boss. It happens. It is a tank, it's true. I love tank Nobus, dude. If they were playable, I would grail one. Also that voice acting. Oh yeah, Nobukatsu's limited. In a weird way. That was nice of them though, during that event. What's that voice line, dude? But that event, you could only get them from FP, but the event gave out loads of FP, so you were like guaranteed to get them really. So I should NP then quick, but I kind of want to let the Nobu live until it gets to do its NP, just because I can. Watch it wreck me. Get like pierce invulnerability. Yep, I would definitely grail one of those. Did it count as female? Nope, count as Nobu, I guess. Oh shit, it had buff removal. That's like how you like engine sounds there. Yeah, it removed my buffs there. That's nasty. So that's like another thing they could do. They could make, you know, trash mobs obtainable with like 1 stars, but they're never gonna do that. FGO avoids change like the plague. What's good for Berserker stage? I mean, if I can... yeah, here we go. That's alright. Oh my god, he doesn't have foe items. I keep forgetting that. The event gives you foe items from time to time. I should check and get that sorted. I like the Lancer Camelot Knights. They have pretty cool animations. I like their crit animation a lot. And if you make them playable, you touch them up a bit, right? And you'd obviously have to change their like skills and stuff to be like aimed at being playable. But that's easy. You can keep their skill animations and just change the effects. And you can make all the trash mobs in the game could have pretty straightforward effects. But straightforward effects can be good. Just basic stuff like attack up, crit up, you know, star bomb, you know, evade, guts, whatever. That stuff, you know, you can keep it real simple. Because, you know, that's fine. No one is going to expect trash mobs to be, like, meta-defining. But I think that'd be awesome, dude. I think people would have a lot of fun with that. Green skeleton, man. And there's the pink Babbage bot. I know a lot of people like that one. You got the rainbow, dragons or drakes or whatever. Yeah, we gold foe on this account. We'd never get gold foes though, so it just doesn't even matter. But gold foes are not against the rules. I'd be alright with the Spriggan. There's a green Spriggan. We're about to get the shit kicked out of us. We're about to have a really bad time. If I'd killed one of these trash mobs when my taunts were alive, I think it'd be okay. But, yeah, we are about to have a very bad time. Yeah, I wish Antonio was single target as well. Be more useful for budget. Okay, I think I have to evade now. I'll use this last guy for Stargen. Alright, chat. You can pick one unit to get a costume out of the 12 that are about to get a costume. What would you pick? Anyone that isn't Nero, she'll probably get one. I can see that. Charlotte, that's a unique pick. Angra, Drake, Ushi, ooh, Rama, there we go. King Asan. Oh my god, how would that even work? Dude's like living armor. Fucking skull armor. Ricky is an honorable pick there, Zerp. If I don't kill all of them, we're dead. I don't know what I would pick. I'm not sure. Maybe Sanson, just so he gets an animation update. Oh, thank God we killed it. We almost died to Borge. There is an Ushi costume in that Waltz game. Although I think they might leave her out. If they copy paste from the game, they have to pick 3 to not get a costume. I'm not sure they're gonna just copy paste from the game though. I bet you Reshigal's gonna get one. I could definitely see that.
QP クオンふと興味を覚えたのふと興
Let me see. Am I even using my cooldown reduction?
腕が錆びついてしまう
Barely. I'm a big dumb. Let's see. I guess in case I need my taunts, that makes sense. Besides, they can solo stages on their own anyway. I'm literally using that to regenerate a fodder. I think the middle one though you cannot have yellow text on that one. Like the other ones all have bonus stuff. But I don't think that one does. Oh boy, what am I doing with my life? Every time I click that button... Instant regret. Will we win? Hey, Gallon. At least we're counterclassing. Good start. I don't think he's gonna kill it. Yep. My god. If they could like hit Geronimo once, that would be swell. So I healed there because I'm hoping that I'll get to heal a second time before the stage is over. But if I don't, I just whipped like a 2,000 heal, so not ideal. Oh my god. There you go. $70, $50, $80. We should crit twice. Easy. I could remove his buff, but I think I might need it later, so I'm actually okay with killing this guy over 2 turns. That way I make more stars. I want to make a bunch of stars, so I crit with quick attacks next turn and make even more stars. I think that's worth sacrificing the health. $33 stars from Phantom. Oh man. And then you remember 10 of those are from the chain bonus, so he didn't make them. And then a chunk are from this skill. Fuck if I know how many because it's rank 5. And then you realize how bad his star gen is. But Christina saw his skills and left. Feels bad, man. Can I charm this guy? I don't think so. Oh, I can. That's right. Doesn't not gender specific anymore. Jack killer. Alright, solid. Look at that! Didn't even need the charm, still had evade, and then we would have gone around and gotten our heal back again. Yeah, you double cast Doria Phantom. That's the meta. The Phantom guy is gonna have a much easier time once they add guest story into the game. Man, we're gonna have to do. I'm looking forward to doing floor 100 here. So you have to fight the boss twice. I'm not sure if both times you fight her, your units go on cooldown or not. If so, that's kind of mean because the first time you fight her, it's like filler. Then you fight her for real. I'm hoping when the filler one, it doesn't put your. They do? That's so fucked. That's bait. The first time you fight her, I found out the hard way. Oh my god, that's so fucked. So yeah, the first time you fight her is just a bait fight and it ends in like 4 or 5 turns or whatever. And then you have to actually beat her. That is so fucked. I have to say, I actually disagree with them doing it like that. That's pretty dumb. And it's like, it's for 100, right? So of course that's like the one people are gonna care about. Might as well go for that one if I have crit. We really don't have crit stuff. He got it. Got charisma. Whoa, okay, sure. I'll take it. Damn. Come on. There you go. I wish we didn't have Stargen down, because my damage. I don't get why Nintendo keeps making games available for a limited time. Like, I hate their business practice is so bad. It's so bad. Like, they're always doing stupid stuff with YouTube and banning people and just they're so awful, dude. I still have Stargen down. Come on, Caesar, land at least 2 attack buffs. 80%. Or just land all of them, that works too. Wow! That's a 3-star craft essence, man! And unmaxed skills. Unmaxed skills. Like, seriously, he could be, you know, higher skills, a proper CE, you know, proper foes. He could, you know, Grail 2K foe even. Like, I really... My Herc account is gonna Grail him and 2K foe him eventually. It'll take forever though, because 2K foes are going to Herc first, and we don't play that account much, so it doesn't acquire 2K foes very often, so... But we're definitely gonna Grail him and all that stuff. I'm so glad that I actually like Caesar. A lot of people don't like him because he's fat, which, you know, that makes sense, but I've always liked Caesar, and he's actually just grown on me as time has gone on, and now he's got awesome animations, and he's kind of like God tier 3 stars, so... And like, his voice actor has so many good lines. He should be alright. So, the one time I might use golds is for that bait stage, but I don't know, we'll see. I feel like we shouldn't tarnish it at that point. You can turn the huge arm off though, just do stage 1 or 2. Decent opening hand, some NP. There's not much point in doing that because I'll get my NP by the time I need it anyway, but if I just kill this guy, I never have to worry about it again. Probably heal next turn. Give me those stars. Too bad my skills aren't ranked up, so it doesn't make very many stars. Rather unfortunate that. Oh, hi. This debuff resist down. And there's the guard. Now that is a voice actor right there. I should have brought Atlas. Start it again. Damn. Could've just killed her, that'd have been nice. Don't do it. Don't you do it. She didn't do it. Although she almost fucking killed me. She almost fucking killed me. I guess I have defense down, but still. You bust her crit. So if she had done it and then crit next turn, she would've won. There was definitely a chance for us to fail that. I need to grail this man. And his gameplay is pretty good. The thing I don't like about his gameplay though is to get any use out of his other two skills, you have to rank them up like crazy, and that's annoying. But his buff block is so much fun and it's so good. I mean, it lasts forever and it's 3 buffs. But if you can get his Sergeant skill up, it can definitely combo with someone else to really get some crits going. This event gives you a lot of embers, my god. So ultimately, we need to level things based on you and Horsebindo. God damn it! What do we level? I can't think of a lot that I would level specifically for what I can think of that I would level for you and Horsebindo is skill ranks of what I already have. The only thing that I might, it would be this. This would be the one thing I could see potentially, because you might do like looping with Antonio or something, and he's someone I should level eventually anyway, so I guess we'll level him. It's just, I don't think he's going to be useful for a lot of other stuff coming up, so... Oh, Ricky Boy. Fuck, I should level Ricky Boy. That'd be cool, GP. Yeah, we should level Ricky. I don't think we'll use him for you and Horsebindo, but he's good, and we need him for Lost Belt 5. Yeah, he uses Bones and Void Dust. You don't have to level his skills to max, though, to get good use out of them. But there's no world where I regret, you know, throwing the basic XP at him, because eventually we're going to level him no matter what, so... Why does the UI keep doing that? Keep switching to Ascension is why. Alright, we'll get Ricky Boy up, because that's... I hate the fact that we don't have him leveled, to be honest, so... Gotta get on that. Behold, the only way to get a unit to level 2, getting XP from foe items. A single XP card will take you to level 4 minimum.
Ah, level up か.
Oh, Vlad and Bin K. You know someone out there started playing FGO. They got Vlad right off the bat, their one rare unit, and then they liked Bin K, and then it was just total suffering. Fucking Void Dust. Remember when this account had like 300 Void Dust? Doesn't last, man.
Ah, level up か.
Vlad was my first 10-10-10 servant. Now, if only he could get an actual buff worth a damn.
Ah, 次っすね.
I need anti-debuff is what I need for Horsebindo. I need units that have good value, like damage survival ratios on their own, and they have debuff resistance. That's what I need for Horsebindo. Because we can if we get lucky with Mori, he can 2-turn you. I don't know if it's worth it though, because a setup that lets Mori 2-turn you will do literally nothing to Horsebindo, and your front 3 units will be trash and they'll all die. And you'll have almost no units left over to deal with Horsebindo. So I might have to find a different way to deal with her. Like double Babbage. Do I have Babbage on this account? I think, yeah, I do. He's just not maxed or anything. That might be what I need to work on. I think 2 Babbages that are both 10-10-10 might be the ticket. I rarely use Stingers. Not a lot of low stars use them, and then the few rare units that do use them, I either don't like or don't have. I'm sure I've used them on a few units randomly, but not enough to ever even come close to outweighing the amount of freebies they give out, so never been an issue for me. Same for all the like Egyptian mats. Oh, right, I got Ricky to 70, that's nice. He's one of the few units that I don't have to manage his like profile as you level him. Very common that I like to use stage 1 or 2. I think God knows what art But yeah, Ricky, he just gets better as he goes. Although he barely changes as he goes, but I still like his stage 3 and stage 4 the most. So. That was a great time to get a great success. That was literally the best time for it, so I won't complain. That's pretty handy. All right, just got to get him bow items and then, you know, a bunch of skill ups. I don't know how this account's ever gonna manage that, but that should be enough to get back to playing. Okay, we got a good number of stages to go here. I'm worried we'll be really low on gas. I need to save like Ku and Ushi for the boss. Or 100 phase. Ku 100 phase David or something. Oh, it's like the challenge quest. Yeah, those 3 might be the 3 to keep. Taunts are good too, though. Taunts are so good for that fight, actually. I just remembered. Unfortunately, I wasted my taunts. Fuck. Uh-oh. Is there any world? I'm never gonna need Lubu for like the boss. Let's see. There's no okay, if Lubu can beat that assassin stage, that would be ideal. How about this Enter the Gungeon music though? I would play that game, but because of my poor eyesight, I don't think I could handle it. It looks very chaotic. But they really went all out on the committing to the gimmick of that game, dude. It's kind of incredible. Its gameplay just looks really, like, fluid. Anytime I've watched it, I've always thought it looked like a good time. Yep, I should have said something about that, Ziggy. I should have told. I didn't realize that the preview fight took your units, because I went into the preview fight not knowing what it was, and I just beat it with like the stupid bullshit that I brought to preview it, and then it was the real fight, right? So I didn't get, because I didn't know what was coming, I didn't get jebaited. I wouldn't have read it anyways. Fair enough. That's some honesty right there. NP gain is the most important thing. I'd like to get to 200%, but I might not need to. We'll see. Chat, I just realized I'm going to have to level MHXA because she's the only budget foreigner, and they normally do not make berserkers with foreigners in mind, and like with this event, same deal. But if they ever do, fucking do, she's the budget one, right? So, oh god. At least there's green on her costume, so I guess there's that. Oh my god. But yeah, I should probably really invest in that just because of, like, it's the same for, what's her name, Mechaliz. Mechaliz, is like the only budget alter ego. glad he didn't kill it. Those crits could have really screwed me up there. Alright, we made it to 200%, I think. Good overkill here. Got our nice big damage boost. Saber Lily, in terms of power counts, in terms of this account's restrictions, she doesn't though, because she is a 4-star. But in terms of like fairness, there's no, if you were trying to make an account with restrictions like this, you might as well allow her, because she's actually worse than most 3-stars. And you can get her from the FP summon. Like, you can get her from FP summon now, so who cares? But she is technically a 4-star, so we do not use her. But this account's not like what I do for my videos, right? My videos, I try to do things that are just, it's not about arbitrarily making the game harder, it's about keeping things reasonable, right? And not trivializing them, and having reasonable options and that kind of thing. This account is strictly to just, you know, what happens if we only do 3-star units and 3-star CEs, right? It's not about anything practical. It's far from practical. Oh, we're fine. And we're only gonna have to do like 2,000 damage to ourselves. We're doing 1,999 damage to ourselves. And if somehow this guy survives the NP, we got Buster Up, 3-of-a-kind, Brave Chain, all that nonsense. I actually wish it had survived, but it did not. Oh yeah, chat, when I was talking earlier about like the collab stuff, I didn't even mention the fact that they could actually collab. Like they could it's not a collab when you collab with Fate Zero and Fate Rec. I mean, obviously not, because they've always had units from other works in the game from the beginning, right? So yeah, they could actually collab. And I think it's so stupid that they don't. And Nazu said they might, you know, he's kind of thinking about it. I just don't think there's any drawback to it. Some people get all uppity and act like, well, my immersion, like your immersion's already dead. There's no immersion in this game. All these joke events and everything, like fuck off. And I get it. I don't think if you do a collab with like another work, you know, another anime, another game, whatever, you don't put that in the main story. You don't put that in like a character's interlude. You don't do that. It's just a side event that's off canon just for fun, right? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I wish they would every once in a while collab with something else, just cause, and you just keep it to the side, you know. It's easy to justify with the Throne of Heroes being outside of space-time anyway, so it's not like a big deal. Even if they weren't so anal about that stuff, I don't think they would collab with Genshin, just because Genshin is like everyone. They're the elephant in the room, right? They're the one making all the money and topping the charts and revolutionizing the industry and all this blah 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 blah. So I doubt they would do that. Okay, let me think. There's only a few left here. Okay, hopefully Lubu. I don't know if Lubu's gonna be. These are probably 2 waves. I'm not sure that's gonna work out. There's really no way I would use Alex for the boss. Although he could remove that defense buff she gives herself at the end. Maybe I do hold on to him just in case. You could always use Medea for that, though. Definitely do not want to use Ushi. Alright, I guess I'll hold on to Medea and we'll use Alex. Whoops. We're trying to save Ushi for the boss. She's one of our better units, so... I mean, there's no way around it. Ushi is one of the top 3 stars, and when you're at neutral or against a berserker, she's one of your best go-to options. It's like Ku, Ushi, David, Babbage is up there now. He's not quite up there with them, but he's really up there. And you got I got 100 face too. And I know this because I've been playing this game for so long, and I've been using all the low stars for so long, and I've compared all of them in those kind of situations, and it is what it is. Let's see. I'm gonna grab water real quick here. Dude, I don't know what I don't know. It's crazy we didn't get a prototype collab or Fate Hollow collab or something like that. So I don't even know. But yeah, maybe they'll collab with Dark Souls before they collab with Prototype. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'd be alright with the Solaire and FGO. I would not mind this. I'm not gonna lie, I really would love them to collab with something that's not, you know, Nasuverse. As long as it's not, you know, it's just for fun and it's not canon. I would love to see, you know, just how they would, you know, make servant versions of those people, what class they would pick for people and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. So I'm all for it. I'm actually like super for it, and the game could use a shot in the fucking arm. So they really need to just work on like their core game, though. We need stuff to do, right? Other than just copy paste nonsense. Honestly, Dark Souls or almost anything from Soft would be fairly high on my list just because that'd be so unique. And Nasu is such a big fan of that stuff. That's a big part of, I think, making collabs good is the creators actually giving a shit. I'd be happy with Blaze Blue too, just because that's fairly compatible. Gotta get my NP. Those guys from Lost Belt 1 were absolutely Bloodborne inspired, like no question. Okay, we should be able to kill all of these, I think. Our skills might not be leveled much, but I forgot to chain. Well, I guess it'll work. Some crits, maybe. There's literally no collab that would make me mad. If I didn't like what they collabed with, I just wouldn't use the units. And honestly, if I didn't like what they added, I'd enjoy killing that stuff with my favorite units. So, like, literally, they could collab with whatever, and it would not bother me. It would probably bother me less than them collabing with themselves. Like, they could collab with Sword Art Online, and I would just enjoy smacking... What's the main character, Kirito or something? Just smacking him in the face with, like, Billy. Because he'd be a saber, right? So I can shoot him in the face with Billy. I am so okay with this. Like, I am so fucking okay with this. And if I don't like him, I'll just never use him. No big deal. And he's never going to be in the main story or anything, so no problem. Like, I've always felt that way. When games put things in them that I don't like, it's like I can just kill those things, right? With the things that I do like. So it's not, you know, it's win-win here. Okay. I almost want to save 100 face for the stall part coming up, but I can probably make that work with something else. Well, it's totally fine to worry about canon when you do main story and character interludes and serious events. Like, you know, sometimes it makes sense. But, you know, it doesn't... I don't get it because they're happy to collab with other games outside of their own game. And they put Fate characters inside card games, and that's not canon. And because everyone knows it's not canon, so it's not a problem. Now, they literally have, like, Gilgamesh and stuff in, like, certain card games, and they did the collab with Battle Cats, and all the Fates and Night characters are in Battle Cats and stuff. Like, it's fine. No one's like, oh, that's canon. Like, of course it's not canon. It's a very small group of the fan base that's just, I don't know, whiny, and they're like afraid of it. And by all means, if you don't like a collab, it's fine to say so. It's not a problem, but like I said, if you collab something I don't like, I'll say like I don't like that series and why I don't like that series, but I don't care if you collab with it. Like, it literally doesn't bother me. And it's so easy to ignore things, you know, like I don't like, you know, all the sexualized lollies, right? I just don't use them. They put all of the Fates of Night characters in Battle Cats, all of them, and in their proper selves, and then they also put in the cat versions. They went pretty ham, actually. Damn it. That turn could have been amazing. I think I NP here. Did it die? That was like, it had 60. Fuck! Well, please don't crit me, Mr. Gold Dragon. Don't. No, there it is. There it is again. And I have the wrong Misty Card. I'm hoping we crit a lot here. Make more stars for next turn. Good. Wonder if I get my MP here. Yeah, right on the button. Thank you, Roundup. Surely they're not gonna kill me this turn, right? You know... Just in case, 'cause I gotta evade back next turn. He didn't crit? I think we lose because of that. What the fuck? You had 90% crit. Well, I think we're gonna die now. God damn it. We can still win if I can kill this guy and get my MP back. Curse arm, please. Good. I think we win now. The run back. Because, yeah, if I didn't get my MP, I don't think I could have killed this guy unless I got really lucky, and then he would have killed me next turn. God damn, dude. That's so dumb that he kills Medea in the anime, by the way, because he does not do that in the visual novel because it doesn't make any fucking sense. we got one more stage than the big one. I don't think Lubu can do this. I think he'd just die. I guess Babbage, because his skill ranks are low enough that I don't think we'll use him in the main thing. If his skill ranks were maxed, we might, but with them not, I don't see the point. Okay. I mean, Ufotable has good animation, but I do not care for their adaptions. They always make changes that are just kind of pandery and dumb. Babbage, buddy? That's loud. Wow, 64k on the front row, and that's not ideal. Bap. I need to kill this guy before he NPs. How I wish my skills were leveled more. But his NP gives him evade for a turn, so not ideal. Hopefully this doesn't hurt too much. Why did you have to also crit? Dude, that's 3 actions per turn. Fantastic. Like, no, hit me again. It's fine. I don't need my health. Just, you know, 6 actions per turn. Why not? Yep, the mini Babbages do have some decent animations, to be honest. Like, their cannon shot is pretty cool. Okay, we got it. No problem. Okay. Now for the hard part. Let's see. The one stage coming up here, we've got to... I think you have to live like 5 turns, so we want to be... We can't just have her kill everyone. But we don't want to use anything that we'd want to use for the actual boss fight either. We are so behind on the bonus stages, but they're called like Mew or something. They're basically a Japanese chimera, essentially. Is that a Asclepius back there? Oh, it's one of those statues. I didn't quite look there, but oh, you get support here. We should really just summon Ku. That's like the super easy way. Hold on, I gotta get back on my main account. I closed it. Oh, I can't believe Cairo has Kiara slotted. How far we have fallen. Okay. I have a 70 coup we could use, but let's just do David again when in doubt. Or even George. You know what? Let's do George. That's fun. Gotta use a 3-star craft essence though. Do the defense up one. Kirby versus Galatea, let's go. The fall of Cairo, yeah. Man, I wish I had my George for the actual boss fight. That'd be super useful. He's really, really good there. Okay, I don't want to bring anything that's, like, important at all. We just need, like, people that won't immediately die. Okay, we're not gonna use Darius. Alright, it should work out. Does it count not level the defense up, CE? It's kind of weird. The fuck? Oh, there it is. It's not that leveled, but at least it exists. Alright, that ought to get the job done. Tiamat Kirby. That does kind of look like Asclepius back there. And that looks like Grandma. Maybe I should have just taunted right away. Because now if I get hit without the defense up, so... Just don't hit George for turn 1 and we're good. Jesus, that damage though. Okay, now he can take it though. It's fine. No problem. Nice damage, nerd. It's almost over. When I heard that voice line so much in that video, like it just says that every time you touch her. Okay. I mean, it's probably like instruments are probably electronic, I would think, but definitely going for that vibe.
あなた様の気力と体力を
So if we have a problem in 1 hour, I think we'd be fine, because George would be a huge help. I could summon a George, we'll probably summon David just because. I don't know though, having a taunt for her NP is quite nice. Let's see here. Nero, get the fuck out of the way! Wait, that doesn't make any sense. That is Paris, but Paris isn't famous for looking like that. He's only like that when you summon him as a heroic spirit because of Apollo. Why would this statue then be? That doesn't make any sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Is that Herc or something? I don't know who the one this is. I think they're just copy pasting without thinking about it. Get out of the way, you fucks! God damn it. Okay. If someone dies on a turn you need to nuke, Billy can fill the gap. This looks alright. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, the music's messed up. Let me, There we go. Hey look, Medea, they remembered she exists. Okay, there is no point in doing damage at the start here. Probably should have brought Atlas. So we're just here for NP gain. I do like the background though, it's cool. The mobs though. Why do you have to double hit David? Her shield go down after NP, so... Not looking good here. May need to change. I guess I could put Asclepius in the front. Because it's unlikely I'll have an NP ready to go here. It gives you a lot of NP on attack, but we just didn't really get a lot done there. Maybe we only make 100 face the DPS, because she has 2 art cards, David has 3, so if you have someone else with 3 art cards, she'll be very likely to get her NP in time. I think that, oh yeah, she's NP drained, so we should probably break about even on NP. That's not good! We need somebody to have an NP right there. Let's see how much we do with normal attacks.
風に注意です。風に注意です。風に注意です。
Decent, but not enough.
注意です。彫刻機能を
Reset. I
彫刻
have
機能
that.
を
Does this account have the Merlin command code? Because if so, I should give that to 100 Face.
いや、いらっしゃいだね、マスターくん。地道にコツコツやる。
Damn, it doesn't. That would have been really good. Got him. Art up, let's go.
うん。
Like, if I put another unit with a triple art deck in there, it'll be very easy for 100 Face to get her NP. I just don't know if that's worth. Well, let's find out. Hey, Cairo. Excuse me. Man, I've like turned my mic off anytime I've had to spit or cough, but I miss them every once in a while there. Ninja coughs. Okay. Okay, got an art chain. Good. Why didn't I cast her first skill? It's a strange decision on my part there. Well, fuck.
そうだ気楽に気楽にそれ
破損に注意です。破損に注意。彫刻機能をお願いします。彫刻
Did you hit 100 Face? If she would have hit 100 Face once, this would have been like fine, I'm pretty sure. But no.
いけるか技の数指導の数そうだね
I don't think she's gonna get it here, we'll see.
破損に
We're gonna be so close though that I wonder if the not casting the
注意です。
NP up the pin if we get
目
hit
標
or
不
not.
足。エアリアルスカルプチャマニューバーを実行します。ハグナリオンチーゼルアウト。彫刻機能爆発。彫刻機能をお願いします。
She never. I like how David was not the focus of NP gain, and he has no starting NP, 0, and both of them almost got their NPs because she never hit 100 Face, not even once. Yeah, her damage voice line is pretty repetitive. They should not. It should be like a thing where they only say their voice line when they get hit. Like it should be a percent thing. There should be a percent chance for them not to say it, so it's not so. And they should have 2 damage lines. That way, it doesn't. Not nearly as repetitive. It's weird to me that so many games are like that though. Like Tales of, if they take any damage, they always say their damage voice line. It's like it should be a percent thing. Like holy crap. I'm casting that in case I get attacked. Bad start though. Yeah, wah, wah,
注意
wah.
です。破損に注意です。ざっくりと削っていきます。
I think that enemy got the point.
そうだね気楽に気楽にと
破損に注意です。
Okay.
ざっくりと削っていきます。
Got her NP. It's seriously not that hard. Anyway.
よいしょっとよいしょっといけるか
Can she? I should not have done David's thing because I want the art up for the NP gain, but I guess we just save it here. I'm thinking she can break without it.
気楽に
Just land the art up, forehead. In Tales of Vesperia, there's a character that says, "Hey, that hurt," every time he gets hit. And when you get hit by multi-hit stuff, it gets pretty silly. So she resisted the art resist down. Oh, I NP'd too soon. She doesn't have to be both yet. What really sucks about that is now I didn't get to test what happens when reading chat and not paying attention. I don't even get to see like if that was enough damage or not, so I won't know if I need my second skill. Yeah, pretty much what Red said. It's pretty much. Again, just beyond me that no one thought, you know, we should probably make it so, and when they get hit, there's only like a 20% chance they say the line. And then if you're gonna have them say something like that, normally they should just make like a grunt sound, and then like even like 20% chance for them to say anything, and then like half the time, if not more, you make just like a grunt, and then the other half or lower, you make a voice line. Like that is the obvious way to do this to not make it annoying.
So,
安い安いポイントちょうだい破損に注意です彫刻機能をお願いします彫刻機能をお願いします
Hey, she hit 100 face, how about that?
so
Land that art up. 1 and 3.
破損に注意です破損に注意です彫刻機能をお願いしますざっくりと削っていきます
Wait, I keep forgetting. You have one more turn. Why do I keep forgetting? I don't know why I'm feeling like you have to do it that turn. We were fine. We actually had it. For some reason, I think that I have to do it that turn, but no, it's the next one. I don't know what's in my head that's thinking that, but yeah, I think this setup is actually very likely to get the NP. As long as I think you need one art chain. If you don't get any art chain, then you probably don't get it. But as long as you get one art chain, which is easy because David both have 3 art cards. And so now we just get it on turn 1. Give me that art up. Doesn't even matter, it's not relevant at all, but I just want it for the principle. Nope, quick again. Not quite as much NP there as I would have liked. I don't think our first skill is maxed, so that doesn't help. Ow! I should have healed there. She's not gonna need the NP gain buff. It'll wear off. Like, if the NP gain buff when you NP is amazing, but it'll wear off. So, yeah, I should have just healed myself there. The dream is she NP's 100 face and then hits 100 face once but doesn't kill her. That way I can then use the heal and then use my second skill. And then David's not fucked up. Well, Dream's dead. Dream is very dead now. Do I art up? I don't even have an art card. I'll say no.
Yes.
Wasting AP. Not really an issue here. I think it's kind of close on damage there. Yikes. She really glad we got that 50% crit down there, because David would have died. The attack up doesn't matter, so... I would like David to live like one more turn. I don't want the deck to shuffle right now, because my next can is guaranteed to have an art card if it doesn't. Fuck. Crap. Crap! Need my MP, please, MP 100 face. Do it. Do it. Damn it. My only chance now is if she kills the other David and Billy joins. Okay, that's good. Or she'd hit 100 face. If she'd hit 100 face would have gotten her MP again. The nightmare now is 100 face dies when she has all that health. Or all that NP. YOLO. I don't think he's gonna break. He doesn't have any attack ups from David or anything like that. What would have been better than is saving the attack up on don't use it on 100 face and use 100 face's art up and then use the attack up on Billy too. Ooh! That's why I cast it! That's why I cast the hit up. I was like, there's no other turn that's gonna matter, so I might as well. Okay, this is really ugly now because this is like defense up or damage cut or some nonsense. Maybe I should put in Medea so I can get rid of that. She NP drained. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Damn it. Because now nobody's ready to NP. Not good. Basically, I need to then maybe go. I need to go around to the next NP, and the defense down or defensive will be gone, and I need to kill her right there. Hey Jackie, thank you for the resub. 8 months. Long time. Appreciate it. How about this music though? Okay, I think David is gonna be dead. Well, no, I'll save the attack up because he just has to cast it in range of the next NP. We're wasting Ushi's quick up, but it should be alright. Hey, just don't kill Ushi.
彫刻プレイをお願いします
I think the defense up's
彫
about
刻
to
プレイをお
go.
願いしますさあさあさあさあごろうじろ
I think we got it.
お任せを
Pretty much no matter who she impedes, I think we're fine here.
生クラガー破損に注意です破損に注意です破損に注意です
Okay, defense up gone, or damage cut, whatever the hell it
ア
is.
フロディーテユニット起動
Well, David has his MP, he thinks he's dead. Why couldn't she NP,
彫刻プレイをお願いします少し
Sushi? But that double should be fine, that should be enough damage.
坂を下るぞいや落ちる
じゃあまあぶちかますかね。
目指すはショーの首受けてみる承知
Nice, that was smooth, that was fun. I enjoyed that though, because I wish it was just a wee bit harder, but it's like that was an actual boss fight, you know, with these restrictions. You have to work for it.
さあ早打ち勝負だ先に抜いてもいいよ僕の
Yep, not Goblin who's free anymore.
破損に注意です
Awesome, there we got our Grail. I don't know, does anybody know if you get another Grail for doing the 200th floor, or is floor 200 just like a lore or something? Because I don't have to do all 200 floors on this account if I want to focus on other accounts. It's a lore. Yeah, I might focus on like my regular ult account then. I'll still play this one some, but it's not as big of a deal. No spoilers lost, but is floor 200 anything cool? Like, how does it compare difficulty-wise to floor 100 and the challenge quest? My guess is it's harder than floor 100, but easier than the challenge quest. That would be my guess. So it's challenge quest here, but on the lower end. That's what Lost is saying. Makes sense. Yeah, you get 3 Blonde Lanterns from this event. You get 3 of those and then 1 Grail. And I think you get like 2 or 3 lures. Maybe just 1. But I think you get 2 at least. Yeah. Rainbow! Yeah, this is 100 floors right here, so they have 100 bonus floors, basically. How many grails does this account even have?
ようこそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチの今日から
30! And then so there's another grail in Lost Belt 3, there's another grail in Lost Belt 4, then there's 2 grails in Lost Belt 5, and then there's a grail in 5.5. So that's 5 guaranteed grails right there. If we ever allow this account to grail people, it's gonna be kind of amazing. Did we beat all of the Epic of Remnants? I have no idea. It's loading, so maybe we didn't do this one? I thought we did. People said we did, but I couldn't remember. I wasn't sure if we'd done Epic of Remnant or not. If we've done none, then that's 4 more fucking grails. Maybe we do those in the meantime, so I don't have to grind those other units. Shit, have we not done any Epic of Remnant? Well, we haven't done Salem. Shit, I had no idea. Everyone said that we had, but I guess everyone was out of their minds. Sometimes though, yeah, I don't think we've done any of them. Well, that gives us something to do when they have dead weeks. Yeah, Shimosa's gonna be tough. The hard part's gonna be Raiko and shooting, I think. Yeah, Lobo's gonna be hard too. I'm not too worried about Lobo though, because there's enough stuff out there that will do all right with him. We might even level Protoku though if we need it. We'll see. Shimosa's gonna be a thing. Let's see, we'll need Bedivere for that, definitely. 100 phase, Ku, Billy. We have all of those levels already. Megalos and Columbus will be hard, but I don't think it'll be anything that I'm like, oh my god, I need to level up X and Y if I want to be able to beat this. I don't think it'll be that bad. It's, you know, it'll take some effort, and I'll have to figure it out, but I don't think it'll be too bad. The hard part for that, for Agartha, will be the pillar, the demon pillar. That'll be a fucking bitch. So apparently we had done some of Shimosa. What chapter is this? What? Why is there no number? Am I blind? I see no number. Maybe because yeah, people were. Zaw was saying we had already done like the Shootin' and Raiko fight, and maybe we have. What is this? Like, where is this in the story? Like, why is there no chapter number? Game, please. 9? Where does it say 9? Am I just blind? I literally don't see anything on here that tells me what chapter this is. It's kind of frustrating. I mean, I don't see any indicator here. I see nothing. You can tell by the reward though, so I can look it up that way. That's weird that it's in kanji because they don't normally do that. They almost always put it in English. That's weird. Alright, let me see here. Yeah, I can see chapter 9's reward though is a wine. So this is the chapter where you fight the assassin boss, which is just awful. That's gonna be hard. Thankfully we have Babbage and all that though. And then, so we're literally, this chapter is the fight with the assassin boss, and then the next chapter is Raiko and Shootin'. So that's gonna be the whole thing. So we're sitting there right at the super hard stuff in Shimosa. Okay, we'll do that next time we want to like have a big stream. But I'm gonna wrap up there. I know that was a really short stream, but my health is pretty shaky right now. So I don't want to push it. And you know, we beat floor 100, so that was good. But thank you for hanging out, everybody. It might be really hit or miss for the next few days, just because of my health situation right now. But hopefully I can sneak in some streams here and there. And thank you for hanging out. And I will see you next time.